What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I've got something pretty interesting to talk to you guys about. It's kind of like a what-if scenario for the Call of Duty franchise that really could have mixed things up, and I guess still has the possibility to. So, if you guys don't know, back in the day when Sledgehammer Games was first formed, they were working on a third-person Call of Duty game. Now, this project never really saw any daylight because when they were in the middle of it, they were called upon to assist in the making of Modern Warfare 3. Infinity Ward was short-staffed, they needed help to get the game out on time, so Sledgehammer came in, they helped out with the single player of that game, and you know, that kind of like put their project on hold, and then right after Modern Warfare 3 was done, they had to start working on Advanced Warfare. We didn't know it yet, but behind closed doors, they had decided that they're going to move to the 3-studio layout with Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch. So, you know, they kind of were working on this project, then they had to help with Modern Warfare 3, now they're working on Advanced Warfare, so that project was put on hold, and nobody's seen it since. You know, it wasn't even officially, you know, announced or anything until way later, a few years later, after they had stopped working on it. Now, thanks to a recent interview, we got a little bit more information about this Call of Duty, and I just found it super interesting, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So, in terms of the setting, it says, set against a horrific Vietnam War backdrop, Fog of War was conceived as Call of Duty with the playstyle of Uncharted, said Michael Condrey. It was really taking our passion for Call of Duty with our experience and expertise from Dead Space and bringing that together to offer fans a new Call of Duty way to play. So, yeah, Michael Condrey, Glenn Schofield, studio heads of Sledgehammer, they used to work at Visceral Games where they made Dead Space together, which is oftentimes considered like one of the best narratives of all time. They know their single player stuff. They know their third person stuff, and their project was to come in and make a third person Call of Duty Fog of War game that kind of like mixed Call of Duty and Uncharted together. That sounds so cool to me. If you guys have never played Uncharted before, I highly recommend it. It's a PlayStation exclusive series, but it's so good. Like, honestly, it's one of my favorite game series of all time. Like, it's just, you know, the storyline is so amazing. It's such a beautiful game. There's so much fun. Like, I've done Let's Plays on my second channel if you guys want to go watch those. But, yeah, they're a lot of fun. And, you know, kind of mixing Call of Duty with that, it's pretty interesting to me. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit hesitant there. Like, I don't feel like a third-person Call of Duty could completely replace, like, the first-person Call of Duty genre. But I'm thinking, like, maybe one year we could get a first-person Call of Duty, like the typical Call of Duty we're used to, and then maybe get, you know, kind of like this additional, you know, kind of sidetracked Call of Duty that's this, you know, third person, you know, Uncharted-esque type game. I don't know. I'm not sure how they would do it. I don't think it could replace the first person, like I said, but I think it'd be cool to see a game like this. Like, I would love to see it in the future. Now, that brings us to the question, is it possible to see this thing in the future? Well, Condrey had something to say about this. He said, in our hearts, there's probably a place for that game. You never want to say in absolute terms that you won't go back to it. So, that's your typical PR response right there. Like, he's not saying definitely yes, he's not saying definitely no, he's kind of leaving the doors open there. But, hey, at least they're open. Like, again, I think this is a pretty cool idea. I would love to see more information on this and maybe see this come to light. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But, where the game stands now is, if you guys remember, I actually mentioned in a video a while back, Glenn Schofield said that they had a 15-minute gameplay demo that was built in about 6 months. Like, this game isn't just like a concept or an idea. Like, this game was actually like a physical working thing that they actually had a lot of time put into. And Condrey recently explained that the demo really gave you a great epic opening, some big moments, and some compelling gameplay. It was something we were really proud of. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, you know, I found this pretty interesting. You know, we always kind of heard about this ugly stepchild Call of Duty that never really made it out from under the cupboard. But now, you know, the sheet's been lifted a little bit. They're teasing us a little bit. And I don't know, I just, you know, I kind of like the idea. Like, I would like to see more and maybe see something like this in the future. You know, I like that setting, you know, Vietnam War. We've seen a little bit of that in the Black Ops series. But I don't know. I think they would kill it. You know, we've seen what they've done with the single player of Advanced Warfare so far and how it's almost going to be like a movie-esque cinematic experience. I could imagine what they could do with like a third-person Uncharted style of game that's kind of got like Call of Duty roots in it. So I don't know. I think it sounds pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about the possibility of having a Call of Duty Fog of War in the future. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like that setting? Do you not like the third person? That's throwing me off a little bit. Like, I could see like a single player third person Call of Duty game. But I couldn't ever imagine playing Call of Duty multiplayer and not having it be first person. I think that would completely ruin the series if we left that that dynamic. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bunch of great videos coming soon. Check out my YouTube. See you yet. Peace out, guys.